right now.
Good morning, Region 8. It's 5 o'clock and you're taking a live look across Region 8 this morning. Across the country, COVID-19 vaccines are expected to arrive in the states within the next 2 weeks. But as Mills Hayes explains, Baptist Health in Little Rock is the first of 2 sites to try a different approach.
There's a race to...
That was Mills Hayes reporting for us this morning. A dire warning from the White House Coronavirus Task Force saying the COVID risk to all Americans is at a historic high. In the weekly report obtained by ABC News, Jonesboro, Paragould, Blytheville, and Mountain Home were named as red zones. Craighead, Greene, Jackson, Mississippi, and Baxter counties all made the county list. While cases may be reaching a plateau in Arkansas, the task force says the percent of nursing home infections is increasing and COVID-related hospitalizations in the state will continue in the coming weeks. Overall, Arkansas ranked 24th in the country. Despite a stability in new cases, 88% of the counties have moderate or high levels of community transmission. In Cross County, the Wynn Sports Complex started construction. A multi-purpose building, pavilion, and playground are in the works. The pavilion and multi-purpose area are projected to be open by the end of April. Mayor Jennifer Hobbs says the project will improve the quality of life in Wynn.
We have a good participation in our City League softball and baseball program, and so we're actually inspecting a lot of visitors through the inclusive playground with siblings that come out to play. It's right here by the T-ball field and the girls' high school softball field.
Hobbs says they're excited to get the project completed. The new playground will be the city's first inclusive play area, designed to be usable for children with disabilities. The time now is 5:07, and here's a live look in Batesville from our Mark Martin weather cam. It's a cold and rainy start to your Thursday. Meteorologist Brian McCormick has a look at your forecast coming up. Governor Asa Hutchinson is praising an $8 million data technology center in Northeast Arkansas. The Ritter Communications Center was built to protect customers' technology assets against environmental and cyber risk. It's the first and only top-tier data center in Northeast Arkansas to offer business customers an off-site location to store data and IT infrastructure. The governor said the new data center is a significant new contributor to economic development in the region. Loads of movie news today, from a legendary film festival to a rising star. Here's David Daniel with the Hollywood Minute.
Morning, Region 8.
Thank you, Aaron. I love seeing those Christmas decorations in Salem. They look beautiful. The VFW in Jonesboro will receive $100,000 in grant money, but it must be spent by the end of the year. They plan to help the Veterans Village install a computer lab and build a veterans food pantry. The grant was awarded by the Federal CARES Act through the State Department of Health and Human Services. Post Commander Shane Perkins says there's about 6,000 veterans to help.
We're creating a tool that will bring the livestock industry to the 21st century.
The gentle buzz of tiny rotors has replaced dog barks and bullwhips on this Israeli ranch. Drones are being used to both herd and observe cattle. The remote-controlled quadcopters hover near the cows. The cows perceive them as potential predators and are prodded along while live video of their movements is relayed back to the farmers. The drones also offer more efficient control of large droves and pastures. The Be Free Agro CEO said this technology helped them cut their workforce by 50%, reduced operating costs, and allowed them to spend more time with their families. The company says it's developing an autonomous shepherd drone.
We're giving them a tool that will bring this next generation back into this industry, that will make this a more profitable and a more sustainable way of life.
The CEO said the drones also offer more efficient control of large droves and pastures, adding that there has been interest from the United Arab Emirates to see how they do with camels. Here are some of the stories we're following this morning. A manhunt is underway in Poplar Bluff for a person of interest in a deadly shooting.
And a travel nurse has a warning she says you need to hear about.
Thank you, Brian. Happening now, Poplar Bluff police need your help finding a person of interest in a deadly shooting. Look at your screen. Police want to find this man, 25-year-old Stacy Gibson. They say he should be considered armed and dangerous. Police already have this man, Christopher Jansen Gilmore, in custody. He's facing multiple charges, including murder. Investigators say 2 people were shot Monday night at a home on the 100 block of Begley Street. Police say 23-year-old Kevin Sanders died from his wounds. A second victim, 23-year-old Adriana Lundy, has serious injuries but is expected to survive. Anyone who sees Gibson is asked to call the Poplar Bluff Police Department. Kendall Ashman spoke to Brittany Diaz about what she's seeing at an ICU in Dallas.
We're just all expecting.
That was Kendall Ashman reporting for us this morning. Diaz says they are seeing a shortage of nurses and PPE at the hospital in Dallas. She also says they're almost out of protective gowns and they're reusing their N95 mask. The alleged thefts began back in January. Prosecuting attorney Scott Ellington got a call on June 25th. Ellington met with County Judge Marvin Day and auditors with the Division of Legislative Audit. Investigators then arrested Holiday 4 days later. The next day, he posted bond. The county sued him shortly after in the case. He will be back in court for this indictment on December 17th. We'll update this story on the Region 8 News app. The time now is 5:38 and you're taking a live look in Salem, Arkansas. We are tracking wet roads across Region 8 this morning. In 5 minutes, we'll have a live report from meteorologist Aaron Castleberry. Thank you, Aaron. New this morning, the United States is seeing a record number of COVID-19 hospitalizations, and a possible vaccine is just around the corner. Memphis area hospitals have been a part of the vaccine trials, and happening today, Vice President Mike Pence is set to make a stop in the Bluff City. Camille Connor is live with more on what's planned for his visit. Good morning, Camille.
Good morning.
Thank you, Camille. Arkansas reported over 2,200 new COVID-19 cases. 1,088 people are hospitalized. Sadly, 10 more people died yesterday. Craighead County ranked 4th in the state for new cases with 119. 393 people are in the ICU with COVID and 185 are on ventilators. Missouri has also seen record numbers of hospitalizations. Yesterday, Governor Mike Parson outlined his plan to help the state's healthcare system. This plan includes 760 additional healthcare workers and adding nearly 600 hospital beds. Parson says this partnership allows Missouri to prepare for a potential surge in coronavirus cases during the winter months. Right now, there are 2,600 COVID-19 patients in the hospital, and less than half of all beds are available. The struggle is real for many families right now. Some don't even know where their next meal will come from. If you are one of them or know someone who is, there's a food giveaway happening today. Here's Diana Davis.
Good morning, Region 8.